Happy Friday, everybody. Today we're going to cover a bit of the basketball. We're going to do some horses. I've got some horse racing picks from Woodbine, if you're interested. If you do horse racing, if you're interested in horse racing, I got some free picks for you. I don't charge for those. And I'll explain what the Facebook thinning the herd is. It's we'll get to it after the picks. I also got the Raptors pick for you too. You know how that works with the crumpled up paper and the dog treats. We've been through it before. Not very successful yet with it, but we've got another one coming. So that's going to get covered. We're also going to talk about the I've been getting countless direct messages about the milk hole, the cut in the bag, and how that works. You can cut the hole large, that's fine. And if you got cash, if you got all the money in the world, you just pour away. I like to cut a very small hole because I find that helps to regulate your milk usage. You know, if you cut that hole too big, the milk comes out too fast and you're just way too generous with it. Cut a small hole. Do the hole small. You don't need to waste. So let's get into the kids are back to school. Like one day a month or whatever it is. I don't know. The kids are back. That's got to be good for the parents. Parents are happy. Now they can go back to work 1 or 2 days a week. If their last name begins with the letter A through N, I think you can go to work Tuesdays, Thursdays, and if your last name is Zelensky, you're stuck going to work whenever your kids go to school, I guess. It's going to work out fine for everyone. Sounds like a really good plan, and it's good to see the kids back to school. We'd love to see the kids back at school. That's what it's all about. So we'll do the pick at the end. We'll do Cookie's NBA pick at the end of the video. For now, we're going to go through thinning the herd and also replenishing the herd. Two different things. On your Facebook list, you've got your group of friends, no matter how large it is, doesn't matter. 2,000, 3,000, 300. Right now, we're sitting at, me and you guys, 195. We were at 199. 199 friends at one point. Now these are Facebook friends, not real friends. I don't think I even know 199 people. So let's try to keep it in perspective. But we had 199, so I had 199, and then it depleted a little on its own. I knew I was getting close to the 200 friend mark. So I knew I had to do something. Can't get over 200. It's a Facebook rule. So hey Dave. Hey Kelly. Did Dave and Sue stay over last night? Why are they there so early? It's true. You really are the only ones watching, but you're going to be the only ones who will be informed. And you're the only ones who are going to get Cookie's secret pick, right? This is for the Raptors game tonight. Very scientific process that goes through this. So we'll get that pick, and then maybe we'll arrange a way to meet up somewhere between Kingston and Ottawa. Maybe Kempville. I don't know anybody that lives in Kempville. I don't know anybody that wants to live in Kempville. But maybe we'll find someone in Kempville. We can meet there, maybe tomorrow night for the fights. All of you are in Kingston? Where's my fucking call? What the hell's going on? Whose house did you stay at in Kingston? Was it a hotel? Was it somebody nicer than me? Don't say it was someone nicer than me. Come on. You had to have stayed over. It's 10:50. Nobody gets up and travels that early. if you're staying in Kingston, I highly recommend a new restaurant out here in the township. It's right by Frontenac High School. It's called Pisano's. It's like subs. You know what? I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to give it away. You just go to Pisano's on Bath Road and check it out. You can't go wrong. It's awesome. You're passing through from Toronto on your way home, or you're like leaving your home and driving through Kingston on your way to somewhere else. These videos get pretty boring when you ask questions and have to wait for the responses, but you're going to Niagara, my favorite city. Casinos are still closed, but I think they opened up Margaritaville so you can go do the Jimmy Buffett thing. But you won't be able to gamble. All the pot dispensaries are open. And get Joe some edibles. If he does that type of thing, which he probably doesn't. So it's just for the day, Niagara. So, are you actually on the road, driving, and watching these videos while driving? Or have you pulled over at a rest stop somewhere, over to a hotel? Why wouldn't you just stay in Kingston? Niagara's beautiful. Let's do something tonight. Let's get something going. We got the Raptors. The Jays are playing too. All sorts of pro line to bet, Joe. You'll love Niagara. Should hit a winery too. There's a couple of really nice wineries in Niagara. Me personally, it's kind of right to the casino. And the buffet is where I get my wine. But Niagara will be great. I love going to Niagara. I used to go to a lot of cheer competitions with Sydney in Niagara. They were great, even though you heard a Hanson song 17 times in an hour. It was fun. Niagara was a lot of fun. I loved it, and I loved the cheer competitions. They were really loud and non-stop screaming. It was wonderful. What more would you want? Oh, by the way, Dave, I saw that picture of the muskie that guy caught, wherever you were. That's pretty insane. It looked like it was 5 feet long. Had to weigh at least 30 pounds. I would never touch a fish like that. No. I'd be scared of a fish like that. And they got the teeth. They go all the way, like the teeth in front, teeth all the way in the back. You put your hand in there. You're taking your chances. Is that 45 inches or is that supposed to be 45 pounds? I can't do the inches. 45 divided by 12. Oh my God, it was 17 feet long. Check my math on that. But if it's pounds, that makes sense. Don't ask me to do the 45 pounds into kilograms, because I can't do that either. 45 inches, and what did it weigh? If it's 45 inches long and it's a muskie, I'm going to guess it had to weigh 28 pounds at least. My guess would be between 26 and 28 pounds. Which in kilograms is, I think that comes to about 14 ounces. Seemed a lot bigger than that. But anyway, wherever you were, I would probably suggest fishing there again. Might be a good spot. Don't tell anyone where it is though. You know, Dave, if you mention it, if you type where you were fishing and caught that muskie, in this video, you know close to 3,000 people will now know about that fishing hole. So keep that close to your chest. You never give away your good fishing spots. I learned that in Grumpier Old Men. Well, I hope you guys have a great time in Niagara. Have a good trip. Drive safe, guys. And when you're coming back from Niagara, fucking call me. Text me. Something. Anyway, have a good trip. I hope to see you guys soon. That'd be really nice. All right, that's it for today, folks. We've covered it all. We'll do another one of these tomorrow. I'm just kidding. We'll keep going. We'll get back to the thinning the herd thing, but I'd like to stick on this Niagara thing for a bit. I first started going to Niagara, I think, when I was like 8 years old about. First trip I might have been 7 or 8. Saw the falls, went to the Wax Museum, Clifton Hill, went on some rides, merry-go-rounds, whatever never went on the Sky Wheel. That thing's high, man. That's up there. Actually, that's a lie. I did go on the Sky Wheel, and I was with somebody. I can't remember who. I panicked. It stopped at the top. I started sweating. And then when it came down, I told them I had to get off. You have to stop it for me to get off. And yeah, it was terrible. Terrible. Don't do the Sky Wheel. Don't go up the Skylon Tower either. Avoid everything with heights. Try to stay as low to the ground as you can. Table game height. That's my suggestion. Don't go any higher than a blackjack or a roulette table. Or at least the stools that you sit in to play them. But Niagara is great. How can you not like Niagara? It's beautiful. The people are nice. I'd suggest Sensations. It's a really nice place to go. Or the Sundowner. To local tourist attractions that you can go to. I don't frequent those establishments. But if that's what you're into, maybe you give the Sundowner a try one of these times. Are you a Sue, Dave? Don't go to Sensations with Sue. She won't like the food. Anyway, we've covered Niagara. So the thinning the herd thing we're going to get into. I can go with the pick now. You want to do the pick now? Because if we do the pick now, really nothing else to look forward to unless I crunch up some more dog food into paper and do another pick for the baseball game or whatever. I don't know. We'll save it for later. We're not going to rush things today. We're not going to rush things. It'll actually take time for me to explain the the thinning the herd thing. So the way it worked, I basically explained we were at 199 friends, and I was getting worried, to say the least. Concerned, certainly. It's 200. What happens then? Then I blow up. Then the agents and the lawyers and the PR people and managers. No, we didn't want that. But unbeknownst to us, through no actions of our own, we've lost some friends. Now, one just left Facebook, didn't want to be on it anymore, and that's minus one friend. Another one, I can't figure out who it was, just it went down to 197, and then bang, we're at 195. Because I hacked someone's account and posted a video. I probably shouldn't have. So unfriended. One unfriended, one randomly missing, and another voluntarily just removing themselves from Facebook. Not blocking me in particular. So that leaves us at 195, and I just got rid of someone today. So kind of leaves us at 194. And what I'd like to do today is kind of just go through the friend list. That's what we're going to do. And we're just going to sort of, most of you are safe, okay? But we are going to do this like a Big Brother type routine. A Big Brother system, if you will. Where I'm going to pick 2 people from my list. And I'm going to later tag them in this post. This is where we're going to decide. This is where we're going to basically vote. And this is also where the 2 nominees, or the 2 people on the chopping block, will they'll come into this thread, and this will be where they have their opportunity make their case why they want to stay, why they need to stay on my friend list. And they can appeal to me and us, basically, in this thread and explain why they should remain one of Jay Vegas's friends. So we're going to tag them. They're going to know it's here. I mean, we know they're probably watching the video right now. They're one of the 1,267 viewers. So we're going to tag them in this. We're going to wait and see if they're able to defend themselves, if they will. I mean, I'm going to give legitimate reasons as to why I'm unfriending you. We're going to go through, like, for example, Joe Abreu. Joe Abreu, safe. YGK Foodie. Who doesn't love that shit? It's really the only reason I friended him in the first place, but totally safe, dedicated to the YGK Foodie, and it's fun to watch. It's not like these videos where it's just random, nonsensical, unrelated thoughts that never come to semblance in a point of any form whatsoever. They're fun. They're fun to watch, and the food makes you hungry. I mean, let's be honest. Rodney Easton, definitely safe. Been on my list for... Rodney Easton's been on my friend list. He's safe. He's not going on the chopping block. It won't be Rodney. He's my first Facebook friend. You know, there's a lot of... You know, Arnold, you're not on the block, Arnold. But a few too many frozen dog videos and hungry cat videos. But she's very passionate about what she posts. And definitely safe. So sad sometimes, those things you post, Arnold. Make me feel so bad for these animals. What am I supposed to do? Go, I can't rescue them all. I'm not like, I can't, you know, I don't do what some people do. You're safe, Arnold. You're safe. You won't be on the chopping block at least until 2021. Richard Weatherden should be the first on the block. A little too critical. A little too judgmental sometimes. But you mean, well, yeah, I know you called. I saw. I'm in the middle of something. What is it? Is it important? It better be important. If it's not important, just log off. You know what? Aaron Weatherden on the chopping block. First one on the chopping block. Aaron Weatherden, you've been nominated for eviction. So we will, you know what, maybe we'll go with 3 people on the block this time. I don't know. We'll just do it however we want. It's your first, Aaron. And it's not going to be up to me. It's going to be up to the viewers. The viewers will be deciding who stays on my list and who's gone. So it's not me you got to worry about, it's them. Aaron Weatherden, first name on the list. Thinning the herd. Thinning the Facebook herd. But then there's Mark St. Louis. Can't get rid of him. Hardly see the guy at all anymore. Wish he'd pass through Kingston and actually stop by. Which he does. Dave and Sue. Niagara. Robert Cooch. Oh, Bobby FK from my gambling site. Safe. Romeo Ibbett. Love that guy. Safe. You know, this is going to be very tough. It's going to be very tough. There's some people on my list that I've never met before. Not many. Maybe a handful. 2 handfuls. Got Opie. Lee Knight. You can't unfriend him. He'll come find you and crush you. He's huge. He's huge, and he dunks on regulation nets. Oversized basketballs, dunks them into oversized nets that are 11 feet high. I've seen it. He's safe, not really out of respect, but more so out of fear. You know what? As I go through this list, there's not many people I can part with. What we should do is maybe we should be looking at how frequently are they posting? Are they active? Do I even need them? If you're not active on Facebook, I mean, if you've got a life or a job or even a family that you care about, prevents you from being on Facebook, I don't know, know if these are the type of qualities I'm looking for in a Facebook friend. You know? Martin Sushma. Love him. Haven't seen him since the 1900s. Not very active. But when he is active, I love seeing the stuff he does, and his kids are so cute. They look just like him. Such is safe. Mart's safe. Of course Mart's safe. I'm not. Just put the pen away now. You're not getting rid of Suchma. You're safe, Mart. And as we keep going down, you know, I don't know what I'd do without Joe Marcus's posts. Love that guy. Funniest Facebook post. Funniest guy on my Facebook list. I just wouldn't laugh anymore if I got rid of him. So we'll still have to, you know, like I said, people I've never met before on the list, even though I've never met them. Reed Young, poker player, very charismatic fella. Never met him. But if I unfriend him, or if he goes on the block and we evict him, I'll never get to meet him. And I think I'd like to meet him someday. He seems like a really cool guy. You don't have to know everyone on your Facebook list. It's not like that. You just have to like them, I guess. Jay Brown. Gotta keep Jay Brown. Cuz Rob Ronberg. It's hilarious. Another guy I haven't seen since the 1990s. You know what? This is going to be tough. Vrooman, Jay Vrooman. I got to keep Vrooman because he watches all these videos from beginning to end. Don't ask me how. I just know that he does. Same with Weber. I know he lives for these videos. The reason I started doing these videos in a roundabout, indirect sort of way was because of Weebs. But, kidding. So, you know what? I think I found our second nominee. So, Wesley James Wiles. I know this is from a poker site I was on. Very political. And as you guys know, I'm trying to get away from the political commentary. We're not doing as much politics. We're trying to create these public awareness videos for people, but it can get political, even a pandemic or a disease, you know, even though the disease itself doesn't discriminate between right, left, conservative, liberal, fucking Republican, Democrat. It's still sort of, these conversations divide people. They divide them in a way that, you know, some people are for the virus now, what I understand. They're going to have mask burning protests, and some people are against the virus. It gets very complicated, and that's why guys like Wesley James Wiles sort of, you know, they expose this bias they have. I try to not be biased at all. As you guys know, I'm a fairly right-wing conservative, but I like to, I'll hear the opinions. I'll have discourse with people from the left. You just don't disregard. Don't disregard so quickly. Yeah. Wesley James Wiles is going up. We're putting him on the box. I mean, what do you need 3 fucking names for anyway? Pick a name and stick with it, you pretentious fuck. Okay, Wesley. So, Wesley's number 2. This Aaron Weatherden gal, who I've never really met in real life. Number 1 on the chopping block. You know what? I think Wesley's about to get a pass. Finish writing him in. So we took turns staring. Okay, Wesley, you're number 2. And as we go on, some people will be easy to get rid of. Some not so much. Some will hang around. Some will beg and plead, make new fake accounts, just to try to stay on my friend list. Trust me, it's happened before. It can happen again. Mark Gordon from the casino, love that guy. I see that guy probably more than some of my Ottawa friends, just randomly at the bars. I mean, Mark's not at the bars often. Like, I'm there often, and he shows up every night. It's not like he's at the bar every time I show up there. And Kevin Harris. Oh, I just love looking at that picture. Now there's a guy I haven't seen since the 80s, for real. He's my first best friend ever. I like doing stories on here, but there's no way I could even begin to tell you. There's so many stories from those days. And they just get me feeling all nostalgic. And anyway, Kevin's on my list for good, forever. Fuck, I miss that guy. Shane Hamilton, one of the coolest siblings. Wasn't part of our group of friends, but of the younger brothers. Now, you know, Mark Deschambault was pretty cool too. And I shouldn't pick, I shouldn't choose. You know what? Behoon, Larman, Bellevaux, all those guys. Even though they were a younger group, and it wasn't until we all started drinking in Hull and stuff together that we hung out, really. They're all safe. All safe. You know what? It's going to be hard. We're already... I've scrolled through the whole list pretty well. And Dan Cordero doesn't post very much. Not that active. Maybe we should check and see. You know, when was the last time he was on here? Maybe he doesn't... Great guy, though. So nice. Yeah. You're safe, Dan. I don't know... I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking there. My bad. My bad. Don't unfriend me because of this. We're also going to talk about the refriending. People who need to be refriended. Most of these people will be refriended, but you know, I want to get refriended. I got defriended. I got defriended for, you know, not really my fault. Not really my fault, but the reason we're down to 194 instead of 195 is because I got unfriended. And I don't want to get into the details. I don't necessarily remember how all this played out or how it happened. But I will tell you that I don't think I deserved to get blocked, unfriended, whatever you want to call it. I think it might have been an overreaction. But that's neither here nor there now. So we're down to 194, which is a very comfortable number. We got two people on the chopping block. This Aaron Weatherdon and Wesley James Wiles. So I'm going to tag them in this post, and they'll be aware that they're now nominated and they're on the chopping block. And they're going to have to make a case. They're going to have to plead their case to us, who will decide in the end whether they stay or whether they go. Now, as far as the refriending is concerned, I guess we'll do it this way. It's Friday. So, Robin Sims, you have until midnight next Friday to refriend me and get my number back up to where it's supposed to be, or I'm going to post this video here. You're just seeing the thumbnail here. I'm not going to show any of it, not even a clip. But this video, this is the video I'm going to show if you don't get on here and refriend me. And I don't know how you're gonna figure it out. You're not on my friend list. You're not even seeing this right now. But I'm going to publicly post this video and I've got lots of them. I got lots of videos of you sleeping. I'm fucking weird like that, man. There's this one here. Maybe I'll post this one from in the garage when you were arguing with me about $12.50 in the account that I didn't even take. I remember that. So there's that too. So let's worry about refriending right now. We'll get to the defriending and the thinning of the herd later. But yeah, I have decided that I shouldn't have been unfriended by Robin, and I'm offended. I take offense to your actions, sir, and I ask that you rectify them. Toot sweet. And if you don't, like I said, we've got lots of videos here that, you know, maybe people will say, Jay, you're just compounding the problem. Maybe. But, I mean, this is how you get things done on Facebook. You use what's called your Facebook cred. Okay? And you use that as leverage. If we keep doing this, if we keep sort of extorting people or forcing people to get on my friend list, I'm going to be up to 200 friends in no time, which would be probably a Facebook record, at least for Canada. We've got this one here too. That's on my couch. You know what? We won't post that one either, but we'll give you till Friday, and if we don't hear from you, maybe we're posting all three. I don't know. Maybe that's how it'll go. It's all up to you now, Rob. So we've covered the refriending, and Rob is now on a deadline. Tick tock, pal. And as far as the unfriending and thinning the herd, we're going to do a vote, and we're going to see whether it's going to be Aaron Weatherden off the friend list. And this is for good, folks. Once you're off, once you get evicted, you know, I guess this is sort of how it's unlike Big Brother, in that there's going to be no returning from the jury house after you're gone. That's it, forever. There's no undoing it. So this is going to be pretty serious, folks. So take your votes seriously. And the way it'll work is everyone, all of my friends, get to vote. I'm going to, in the comments section, you just say whether it's Aaron or Wesley. Now, if you've been my friend for 1 year, your vote's worth 1. But if you've been my friend on Facebook for more than 1 year, say 2 years, your vote is worth 2. Now, if you've been my friend for 3 years, and you vote for, say, Aaron Weatherden, then that's 3 votes against Aaron Weatherden. And if you've been my friend for 4 years on Facebook, you just got to get a life. Because there's more to life than these videos and just sitting on Facebook all the time, wasting your efforts and energy. Anyway, it would be worth 4. It would be worth 4 votes. If you've been my friend for 5 years, I don't know how that would work. I haven't been on here for 5 years, but that's how we're going to do it. Aaron Weatherden and Wesley James Wiles cannot vote. Wait, maybe they should be allowed to vote. Yeah, you know what? We'll allow you to vote. But your vote is only worth the same thing. If you've been on my Facebook list for 3 years, it's worth 3. You get the math now. It's not very hard. It's a ratio, and it's fairly proportionate and easy to understand. So Aaron can vote, and Wesley can also vote too. So I'll tag them later. We'll get that done. Someone make sure Robin knows that I'm going to be posting hundreds of videos of him drunk and sleeping if he doesn't refriend me. If you refriend me, I won't post any of them. I thought we had a really good deal going where I would only post these things on his account so that he could delete, right? He wakes up, he sees it, oh, it's not funny, I don't like that. And he just deletes it, right? He's got the power to it. It's his Facebook account, but this is my Facebook account now. So if I post this stuff, that's it. You've got no editing power. No director's cut. Just saying. I'm probably not going to post them anyway. Don't worry. I'm not like that. I'm just not like that. I'm not a vindictive guy. I like a good laugh. Sometimes I take it too far, but he unfriended me on Facebook. The only friendship platform that really matters. How's anybody supposed to know that we're friends if we're not friends on Facebook? That's the whole point of creating relationships and being parts of people's lives, is so you can show it off on Facebook. Now everyone thinks I'm just a douchebag who gets drunk and posts pictures of people sleeping. I'm over that. We've taken care of it. We're thinning the herd, folks, and replenishing the herd at the same time. So, I guess to sum up, we're just going to do the Raptors pick. You know how this is done. I've already done the whole dog thing. I got the dog food. I wrapped it in the thing. I fucking put them on the man, made them come over. And I haven't even looked yet, so I don't know what's in here. I'm kind of afraid to look because this is basically the winner of the game tonight. I mean, this is 100% foolproof plan. I've told you guys before, 100% of the time, this system works half of the time. He's just got a gift, that cookie. So, that's what Cookie says. I don't like it either, folks. He'll be beat appropriately, okay? I'll put him outside in the cold, 2-3 hours. He's going to be reckoned with. But this is the pick. There's nothing we can do about it. I guess this is the end of the road. The end of the road for the Raps. I wish he had have eaten the Raptors food, but he didn't. He ate the Celtics food, and that's kind of set in stone right now. If you're going to bet on the game tonight, it's probably going to have to be the Celtics. If you're going to do pro line, they got to win by 6. Probably still the Celtics. If you're just going to bet with a buddy, I mean, lay the 3.5 points, I suppose. Personally, I'd go with the over. It's going to be the kind of game where they'll pull out all the stops. Maybe the Canadian gets in. Everyone loves cheering for Boucher, the Canadian. I get it too. I love cheering for him too, but a lot of people upset when Vancouver went out of the playoffs. The only Canadian team I could cheer for. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, the Raptors are still here, but if you really want to cheer for a Canadian team, you're cheering for the Las Vegas Knights. I mean, they really are the Las Vegas Canadians. I believe 70% of the team, over 70% of the team's Canadian. It's kind of ironic when you think about it in a way. The NBA Canadian Championship team has 1 Canadian on it, and the NHL Stanley Cup champion team, the St. Louis Blues, has 1 American on the team. Or, well, they did when they won. But the St. Louis Blues, I believe they have 17 Canadian players on the roster of whatever, 29, 30. So if you really want to cheer for a Canadian team, you should be cheering for the Vegas Knights. Because they're all from Canada. And half of those guys are from Ontario. I mean, if I were from Ontario and I was an 18-year-old hockey player, they said, you're going to Vegas? Yeah, that'd be, of course, that's where I want to go. From Thornhill, Ontario. Now I get to go to Vegas and get paid $1 million to play. Come on, it's easy. Boucher, not so lucky. Boucher thought, oh, maybe I'm going to end up in Miami or somewhere in California. But he ends up in Canada. But he got a ring out of it. Boucher gets his ring, but still only 1 Canadian player on the Toronto Raptors, and 75% of the Vegas Golden Knights are Canadian. The Vegas Golden Knights aren't going to win this year, by the way. Bit of a dilemma I'm in this year. I entered a pool over at Jimmy's Sports Lounge. Jimmy, did we put Jimmy on the chopping block, or? You're safe, Jim. You're safe, too. Jim Sharp, safe. Anyways, part of the pool at Jimmy's, I was the newcomer. I was first year in the pool. I'm in it for good now. Now I'm in for good. No one can kick me out. It's not like a Facebook chopping block. I'm in this draft at Jimmy's Sports Lounge forever, for the rest of my life. But because I was the new guy, they said, you get to pick the number of the draft positions. They pull them out of this fucking trophy, whatever. Pick 1, pick 2, all the way through to 15. There was 15 of us, and I picked 15 for myself. I was the last pick in the pool, so I don't want to get into the details of how my strategy went and the first 2 players I picked. Hopefully, it would come around and pick me. Long story short, I ended up with almost all, with the exception of Landeskog from Colorado and Bergeron from Boston, all Dallas Stars players, because I got 15th pick, and that was all that was So I got Ben, I got Pavelski, I've got Seguin, Hintz, Klingberg. No, I don't have Klingberg. Anyway, I've got all Dallas Stars players, and here I am, Dallas Stars, playing against my Vegas, but I want that money. I really need that money. So, you know, Vegas can win next year. We'll figure something out next year, but this year I need Dallas to go to the finals. And if Dallas doesn't go to the finals, I can still win if Tampa Bay doesn't go. But Tampa Bay's going. Tampa Bay looks so good. So good. I hate Kucherov now. He's my least favorite player in the world. I wish he'd just stop fucking scoring. Anyway, so yeah, a bit of a dilemma. I really love my Vegas team, but no. I'm in a draft, and I'm going to win money, and I need that money. Coop's in the draft with me too, but he's in Toronto, and the draft's here in Kingston, so I'm not paying you. And if you make me pay you, you're going on the chopping block, Mike. Okay? Just let me have it all. You don't need it. You're in all sorts of other pools, and you're winning. I've seen your fucking Bet365 account. Makes mine look like a lemonade stand. Anyway, Mike, we're going to win this thing. It's going to be awesome. So remember, folks, cheer for Dallas Stars so that Jay can get his hands on just a little bit of drinking money over at the bar. That's your pick for tonight. I know you don't want to do it. I know you don't want to do it, and it's going to be hard, but you're going to do this. You're going to do this, and you're going to make some money. And guess what? If you lose money, you're going to be happy as shit when you wake up tomorrow morning. And then we'll look at some UFC. We'll get to the horse racing picks later. But we kind of ran out of time today. I'm getting the light right now. They're giving me the red light, which means I've got about 30 more seconds to wrap this up. Videos getting posted if people don't do the right thing. Post in the comments section whether I'm going to unfriend Aaron Weatherden or Wesley James Wiles. Wesley, if you're watching, you better get your ass in here because I have a feeling this is going to be a very close vote. And like I said, with all the political stuff, Wesley, I'm very apolitical. I don't post about politics on Facebook. I stay away from religious stuff. So I'm finding your way of conducting yourself on Facebook is kind of undesirable. Just makes you look like you've got nothing better to do, commenting on all this political stuff that really doesn't affect your life at all. Yet there you are on Facebook every day, commenting, making these derogatory posts about people's views and beliefs and the virus and come on, it's enough is enough. People don't want to be friends with guys like that. I know I don't. That's why I don't conduct myself like that on Facebook. Positivity. Oh my God, we've got our first guest. Hey, come on in, man. What's up? Not much, Miller. I'm in the middle of the video. You want to, I'll get the crowd noise going and we'll sit you down? I'm just kidding. I'll be out in a sec. There's the pick. And vote for who we're kicking off Facebook. It's very important. The nominees are Wesley James Wiles and Aaron Weatherden. Do the right thing, folks.